Dragon Skies, Leroy Arc, Episode 2, The Paper Lunch, cold open. In presidential mansion, private dining room, early afternoon. Sunlight filters through tall windows. The table is long but not ceremonial. Silverware, soup, bread, quiet conversation. Around the table of the cabinet, calm, civil, controlled. At the head of the table sits President Frederick. He is only a few years older than Leroy James, but looks decades older. His shoulders slope inwards. His hands tremble slightly when he lifts his spoon. His wheelchair rests beside his chair, visible but unremarked. Across the room sits Vice President Leroy James, mid-60s, upright, attentive, serious, without theatrics. No one mentions the president's health. No one. Scene 1, routine. Secretary of Commerce. We've had positive shipping reports from the southern routes. Grain exports are holding. Secretary of Treasury. Revenue projections remain steady through the quarter. President Frederick nods, slow, deliberate. He eats carefully. Leroy watches, not staring, but noticing. There is a slight movement between every bite and every word. The cabinet pretends not to see it. Scene 2, interruption. The doors open gently. An intern, no more than 20, stands just outside the room, pale, holding folded paper. He hesitates. The room goes still. Chief of Staff. Yes? The intern steps forward. His hand shakes slightly. He leans down and hands the paper directly to President Frederick. A quiet breach of lunch decorum. The president unfolds it carefully. His eyes scan. No one speaks. He's ticking. The distant ticking of a clock becomes audible. Scene 3, the words. President Frederick unfolds the paper once, twice, sets beside the cabinet. His voice is steady, thin. President Frederick, reports are coming in that Diamond Harbor has been attacked by the Nihanese. Silent across the table. Leroy inhales sharply. He chokes slightly on water, coughs, recovers quickly, embarrassed, but composed. The cabinet shifts. The president merely nods again, not surprised, not outraged, just acknowledging what was expected. Scene 4, control, Secretary of Defense, confirmed. President preliminary. We will require full confirmation. He turns slightly towards Leroy. A look passes between them, not panic, not fear, transfer. Responsibility moving forward. Before words say it. Scene 5, procedure. President Frederick continued. We will convene in the situation in 10 minutes. He reaches for his glasses. His hands tremble. Leroy notices. Frederick steadies himself. No one moves to help him. The president straightens his chair. President Frederick. The government continues. That's it. No speech. Just continuity. Scene 6. Aftermath. Holloway. The cabinet disperses. Leroy lingers behind. Frederick remains seated. The wheelchair waits beside him. There is a faint fatigue in his face now. Not weakness, but cost. Leroy steps closer. Leroy. We have fleet reports within the hour. Frederick nods. President Frederick, you'll be taken to the briefing. It isn't a question. Leroy holds his gaze. Understand. This has been happening for months. The public does not know. Scene 7. Visual transit. Cut to telegraph machines firing. Naval officers shouting coordinates. Smoke rising over distant water. A. Newspaper press beginning to turn. Voiceover, not dramatic. Leroy, Diamond Harbor was attacked at 14 minutes past 1. The cabinet was at lunch. Final shot. The president is alone in the dining room. The folded paper beside his untouched bread. He closes his eyes briefly, not in despair, in calculation, cut to black.